How can gambling be a part of our game without losing the integrity of the game, without players jeopardizing their careers, without people going crazy, without people getting arrested? Possibly, here are some ideas that the team and I came up with that possibly help bridge the gap. We could change prop bets, limit it to 3 or 4 stars on the team. You know, obviously guys who have made a lot of money and have a reputation to uphold and franchises to carry, and you know they're not going to be risking their livelihood and their legacy on gambling. You look at some of the names involved in this. You look at a Ajante Porter, who was trying to make his way, was a two-way guy and thought he found a quick lick. So to me, you shouldn't even be able to bet on guys like that. Removing the unders. Unders are something that can be affected by referees, by players. So if you're able to possibly remove the unders, that could help. And then I also just think there's so much little shit they allow people to bet on. I mean, people were making fun of at some point you could pick what color Gatorade it is. You know, you think of the movie Kevin Garnett was in, Uncut Gems, where they bet on who's going to win the jump ball. I mean, there's so many little things you can bet on. I think professional sport is really going to have to tighten their belt up on what is allowed to be bet on and what's not, because there's only so much that the NBA can control. You know what I mean? You can't control everything. You know, you've opened the doors to gambling, to legalize it, but there's only so much they can control. So obviously some things have to be done. Gambling is something that people love. You know, some people enjoy it as a sport. You know, as a former athlete, I was never a gambler, but I'm thinking for former athletes, I mean, it's still that competitive edge. You know, we don't get out there and run up and down the court or the football field or the baseball diamond anymore. So some guys still get that competitive, juices flowing competition from betting. So how do we make it still fun, but make it more responsible and make sure that athletes at least aren't getting caught in the matrix and risking everything?